Climbing is a sport where it's all about movement. It's really about understanding how far you can push the body and setting routes to make people do that and just see them try and figure it out. It just gives you a real big kick. You go move by move, see what works, see what doesn't, see what we can refine. Just keep tweaking until it's perfect. And then we put it out. Like just finding that right handhold to do the moves that you want. That's a good thing while working here.
To me, I'm doing like more bouldering. So you get probably one of the biggest, if not the biggest, bouldering area in Singapore. And furthermore, they're paying a lot of attention to route setting.
Climbing around in South Africa and in London, I can definitely say that on-site has some really competitive routes.
Of course, on-site is the biggest gym in Singapore. On-site kind of has everything that you need to actually get better in climbing, whether it's the walls, there's different kind of angle of walls, and there's a lot of equipment around here, like the hangboards around here, like the TRX. So on-site itself has everything that every climber needs to get better.
Yep, I'm studying sports science in Republic Poly, and you can learn while climbing rather than in class. Coming here is more fun. The staff are nice. If I commit any mistakes, they are ready to help me better myself and teach me good values while working here.
Like the people here are really friendly and always happy to help. And we are working as a team. You are never alone. So that's why I'm actually looking for every day, to just see the smile that on-site put on our customers' faces. I think they play a big role in my life.
It's really the people, it's the environment. It's watching people just keep going at it over and over again, and you know, like seeing different people try different things, watching people of all body types, body shapes, sizes really just figure their way out through a route. And yeah, that's pretty amazing.
And we're back here at Transend 2017 at 1KM Mall. The Inter-Women semi-qualifiers has just begun. Roll call right now is the Inter-Women. On the wall, we have Aisha. And route 4, very, very steady movements.
Route 3 going really close is Hazel Rodriguez, and she manages to top the route. I think
Very nice. So it's actually very interesting how the bonus is just one tile away from the top.
Yeah,
Because it's a very lengthy route, but there are very little tiles on it.
yeah, it's very compression based, so they really have to press their way up from the two volumes.
That's right. And Ying Ying on route 5, route 4.
Hazel must have done a really good job because now you see the other Inter-Women trying it, and
That's right.
it wasn't as easy as it looked.
Exactly. It was a first attempt also, so it was a flash for her.
Yeah.
A very good start to the Inters. So it's very compression based and it's very interesting.
Nice progress on route 4.
And meanwhile, right here we have Kaylee, who is one of our open women.
Hi guys.
But due to circumstances, she's not taking part in Transend, but she will be here to bring you the exciting happenings for the Inter-Women. As you see, route 2. We're only 2 minutes into the climb.
Another top on route 4. Maybe route 4 is one of the
Maybe it's the
more
giveaway.
doable. Yeah.
We're only 3 minutes into the climbs, if you realized. So this is session format. All the climbers have 30 minutes in total to finish all 5 of the routes. That was Eunice on route. It's Hazel again. Hazel is off to a really strong start.
Yeah, it's really nice to see her taking lead. I mean, she's not following anyone else's beta but her own. So in this detail, none of the girls here know how exactly the routes should be done. There was no demonstration like how there was in the qualifications. They're left on their own devices to try to figure out the route. So route 1, we are seeing some really good progress by Rebecca. She's quite a regular Inter-Women finalist. And definitely I think this route is her forte because she's really good with like balancy and static routes.
It's just like how the open man route was. The route is pretty straightforward on first sight, but then it takes so much control of your body on the slab walls. These route setters, it's really heart-wrenching every time you spend so much effort on one route and then you're just one move away from the end.
Yeah, but for route 1, the last tile doesn't look so good.
Yeah, it's definitely not a very friendly tile. And of course, route 2. And route 5, we have Florence.
Florence has also been in quite a few inter-finals, so hopefully she makes it to the finals again so that we can see her compete. Even though she's not as tall as the other women, she's really powerful and dynamic. She's power-packed and
I've seen her explosive movements in the climbing gyms around.
Another top on route 4 by Alison, a regular at on-site climbing gym.
Meanwhile, on route 2, Ying Ying.
So Ying Ying, she has been studying abroad for a while, I think in the UK, and she's been training there.
Yeah, she's accumulated a lot of climbs also.
If you follow her on Instagram, you see like all her climbing videos in the UK, and like it's really, the routes there look really good. So maybe it'll be interesting to see how her training pays off here.
And meanwhile, back on route 1 is Kang Yi.
Kang Yi is our first qualifier, and I hope that
Yeah,
she
she was the
will-
top qualifier.
Yeah,
See, that's the thing about qualifying first sometimes. Just because you've qualified first, it really doesn't mean that you would have qualified first in the finals. Because these stages of competition trains not more than just your ability to climb, it trains your endurance also. I mean, they've been climbing for consecutive days. So it's definitely grit and perseverance. It's Joyce. Very nice by Joyce. So route 5 is Florence again.
oh, that flexibility
Yeah.
and strength. I think she's the first semi-finalist to make it that far.
To the bonus. One slowly finding her grip. The next towel doesn't look friendly on the fingers we've seen. Because Elise, the lock. She's got to lock herself. Very nice finish by Elise.
Elise qualified 4th, so hopefully she will qualify as high for the finals as well.
That's right, only top 8 amongst this 20 would make it to the finals tomorrow.
Yeah.
And mind you, these are open women routes. So the inter women, they are actually attempting the open women routes, of which the open women qualifiers will be happening very, very soon, right after the inter women's semi-qualifiers. Very nice. That is City on route 4. So we've seen that route 4 is a to-go route for many of our climbers if they want to get it in their finals.
I think it's the jut makes it look very inviting.
Yes. Very, very close. Meanwhile, on route 2, we've yet to see much progress on route 2. Right now, route 3, a very dynamic move.
Yeah, I think only 2 girls have managed to catch it so far, Siu Yi and also Eunice just now. You know, I think for route 4, route 2, at first when I looked at it, I thought it would be one of the more doable routes.
It definitely does not look doable to our climbers. I guess it's quite easy to mistaken because it is actually on an inclined wall if you're not able to see on screen. But it's an incline with only volumes along the way, and then probably a little undercling with pockets for you. It's very, very difficult to get to the bonus itself.
Rebecca on route 4.
So Elise is Rebecca.
Oh,
So this catch, it's a jug. It's a very familiar jug to many of our climbers. Is that one towel away, finding her footing. Very, very nicely done by Rebecca. A quick look on the leaderboard on transend2017.crims.rocks. Allison, City, and Shay are the top 3 contenders for our finals tomorrow. But we have 20 minutes on the clock. Everything can change in that short 20 minutes.
if I'm not wrong, this is actually Alison's very first inter-women competition.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's really good.
She promoted recently at Border Active, and wow, it's really amazing to if she manages to qualify for the finals in her very first inter-women comp.
She's definitely catching up to all the opens. And meanwhile, Florence. Meanwhile, route 2. So this is the move for route 2. catching it very nicely. But where does she go from here? Very nice. Florence.
Oh, really good progress on route 2, the furthest we've seen so far.
She's got the bonus. Yep, she's got the bonus. She's gonna need jam there. Oh, it's Florence as well. And that is a climber's route 3. That dino move. At the same time, check out the live scoring on transend2017.crims.rocks and support your favorite climber. And give us a shout out. Make sure you subscribe to us on Live Studios and click the little bell button, the notifications button, so that you are immediately aware of the upcoming competitions, including the Open Women's, which will be happening very soon, and of course the semi-finals for the men tomorrow, as well as all the various finals. Route 1, Joyce. It's a very interesting route on Route 1. It's like a reverse triangle. Just bumping her way up. Very nice catch. That's Hazel.
There's Ayesha on route 5. Making really good progress, and Ayesha is actually really young. She's in the
she's
national youth team.
She's made good progress in the U17, and here she is on the Opens already. I wonder what I was doing when I was in 17. And then all these climbers, we've seen the men, of course the women. It's a very nice finish by Ying Ying. Route 1 again. Test your experience a lot, because from the left you gotta, from the right you gotta shift to the left, but at the same time keeping your balance on the right.
And on volumes on which there are no holds, it's really a test of how you move your body. So I think this might be doable for Kang Yi, because on the videos that I watch her post on Instagram, she's always climbing on volumes, and I'm always very impressed by the way she moves her body on volumes, which I'm really bad at, because there are just no holds there. It's a lot about your body tension and movement.
That's
so,
right.
Yeah,
just speaking of which, she's doing really well.
Yeah, it was a really smooth transition.
Yes.
But then again, the second part to the top is really tricky, and we'll see how she goes.
She's actually ignoring the bonus tile up to this point.
Maybe she's got it.
She's probably got it by now. But if so, she needs the feet. Because the ending tile is really not very friendly.
Oh.
That's right. The ending tile is not friendly for your fingers.
I wonder whether it's something where you have to stand up and press on the left face of the towel, or whether you have to hold the right side of the towel.
That's right. But either way, it's a lot of control.
Yeah.
A lot of body control.
Especially because your body is totally on the left. Good progress by Li Xiao on route 2.
Li Xiao. So we're getting further and further on route 2 now. Very cramped movement there.
Seems like the towel on the bonus volume is not very nice, because she tried to pinch it with the volume.
It's probably not a nice catch for them. It just provides that little amount of friction, but it is still the next move that a lot of them are not able to complete. Those are Elise. I mean, even on route 2, this very span movement, this very dynamic span movement takes a lot. And just being able to catch yourself on this dynamic movement on route 2 takes a lot of energy away. Yeah. Then you have to move yourself up again. So, these inter women are really amazing. Oh.
Steady progress by Rebecca.
She's definitely a very strong contender. Meanwhile, back on route 1 again, goes route 5. And our Eunice from NTU on route 4.
Nice.
I think route 4 is the route that all these climbers must get if they want to secure themselves
and to flash
a
it
position.
as well.
And yes, definitely the attempts are very important. It is like the flash attempts for them if they want to make it to tomorrow's finals.
I think actually only route 4 has seen a top so far. But then again, we have 12 minutes on clock.
That's route 1. Well, I think we were just saying that only route 4 had a top, but that was route 1. So we've seen finishes by route 1 and route 4. We're going to see route 2, 3, and 5 currently unbroken. Meanwhile, 12 minutes, more than enough time for them to attempt a few more attempts. The top 8. So right now, a look on the leaderboard, you need to have at least one top within 5 attempts if you want to make it to the top 8. Route 5. Oh, very, very close. That's the worst feeling on earth when you have one hand brushing across the last towel. That's gotta have at least one top within 2 attempts. Excuse me. If you want to make it to the finals for tomorrow. The fight is really, really intense. All these semi-finalists. Right now, Allison, our top contender, with 3 bonuses within 4 attempts and a flash in her pocket. She's going in for the top on this attempt.
Alison moves her body really well. Maybe it's her dancing experience that is translating on the wall, and also the fact that she's taller. I mean, the fact that she could reach so easily to the bonus just now.
Yeah, but I guess sometimes it's also about experience. So you can tell all these climbers are accumulating experiences definitely for their open roads to be. Not sure if this is their first time, but definitely many of them have.
Oh, Hazel doing really well on route 5.
Wow, that is the furthest we've seen so far.
She's unlocked the beta
Route
because
5.
You know, previously they were only stepping on the foothold.
Would that be a beautiful one? Yeah, that's right. From Hazel on route 5. So unlocking route 5 is Hazel. Definitely a shuffle on the leaderboard. With 2 tops, she's currently secured herself an end to the finals. Meanwhile, route 1, just walking along,
wriggling to the sweet spot.
She's just walking along the towel. It's very, very wasted when you're just like finding the sweet spot. And then route 5, Ying.
Now that the beta has been unlocked, I think it comes down to a matter of strength, whether you're able to mimic the movements to secure the top.
I hate these kind of moments. It's like one time. It's like when you drop off and you manage to catch yourself, and then you drop off again. Those times are the worst times to have. Very nice catch. Slowly finding her footing. Just moving on to
good fight by Aisha.
I think Aisha is gonna go in a less static manner. I have this feeling she's gonna go less static this time. Of course, meanwhile, Li Xiao on route 5. It's definitely not easy.
I wonder whether Li Xiao saw the beta for route 5 to step to the right. Then again, it might be too cramped for her, given that she's
Slightly taller,
Yeah.
lankier.
She looks like she needs more space on the wall. But maybe she'll figure out her own beta. Yeah.
That's the thing about climbing. There's so many different betas for one route alone. Very interesting all the time to see the many different ways of solving that one problem. Meanwhile, route 5.
Oh, really strong there.
Route 5, and of course Joyce. That's a lot of wall time, a lot of control.
Joyce has been investing a lot of attempts on route 1, and I guess it's because she's really confident that she'll be able to top this route.
That's right, she's been in that position for quite a few times already. But it's that one move to the finals.
Yeah.
It's still relatively unbroken right now. And of course, route 5 again with Elise on route 1.
It's nice to see Elise having a lot of fun and just, you know, having...
She's just having a lot of fun, really. All these climbers, when they get off the wall in their failed attempts, sometimes they're just laughing at themselves also. With our route 2, we're getting closer. We've yet to see anyone use that pinch. But the position she is in right now definitely looks very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable position to be in,
But
really.
really good fight.
Yeah. And Aisha back again on route 3. And still fighting on route 1. A very, very young climber from the inter semis.
We have about 5 minutes on the clock.
Definitely enough time to afford a few more attempts. But this is the semi-finals. They are all fighting it out for the top 8 position to make it to the inter-finals tomorrow. It's going to be a very, very tough fight. Having flashes in your pockets right now is no longer able to secure you the position. You gotta have as many bonuses within as little attempts as possible. I'm just looking at the leaderboard. Wow. One tile away.
Missing fairly tops route 2.
It is broken. Route 2 has been broken by Yixing. And we'll see a shuffle very, very soon.
Now that she has unlocked the beta, I wonder Will we see more tops from here on? We have only got 4 minutes on the clock. I think that's about time for 2 attempts. 2 good attempts.
From every climber, yeah, definitely. Route 5, Eunice, as well as Joyce. Joyce is in this position again. No! Now Eunice. Li Xiao back at it again, route 2. That heel hook looks very intense.
Maybe Yi Xing had some advantage just now when she topped the route because she's much shorter than Li Xiao, so
Yeah.
she
it's
managed
not
to
as cramped for
squeeze.
her,
Yeah.
definitely. Got 3 minutes on the clock for our climbers. Route 1 and route 4. Looks like route 4 has been mostly solved. And of course, back on it, route 5. Very nice resting spot. Because
I think Eunice is the one who has gone like the furthest on route 2. Route 3, yeah.
Either way, this inter-women, hats off to all of them. And would that be... Oh, wow!
Nice top on route 1 by Aisha.
A very, very
that's
young
really impressive.
and very strong climber. She's gonna make your life difficult, Kaylee. Florence, back on route 5.
So it's also the
Joyce?
captain of the NUS golf team. So
Meanwhile, Eunice.
no, I think Eunice needs to match on the bonus towel before she goes up to the second last towel.
Gonna be intense now. It's a minute and a half left for all our climbers. A minute and a half, Joyce. Come on. This is your 5th time. Come on, make it count. Oh. It's just so painful to watch. And that is 45 seconds. Last 2 attempts, probably.
Come on.
And route 2. Probably our last attempt on route 2. The very intense heel hook.
Less than 30 seconds on the clock.
20 seconds, come on. Are we gonna get any more attempts with 15 seconds on the clock? Allison.
Route 5, Allison. Will she?
Route 3, secure herself the bonus. And that is it for the inter-women. The inter-women semi-finals. The top 8 would make it through to the inter-finals, which will be happening tomorrow. And very soon, within this round of change, we will be having the open women rotation. They will be joining us here for the open women qualifiers. Top 6 of them would make it through to the open finals tomorrow, which is of course the highlight of any competition right here. And meanwhile, if you're making your way down to 1KM Mall, do hurry up. The open women is going to be happening very, very soon. And a huge shout out to NTU UMC for bringing us Transend. Transcend yourself and go past your boundaries, and make sure you are here with us on 1 km. Meanwhile, Transend is also proudly brought to you by On-Site Climbing Gym, and of course by RSB, of which Transend is part of the RSB League. So climbers within the RSB League are to come in as much as possible, get as much points as possible as they can during the qualifiers. And the top contenders in the RSB League, after Boulder Active, Transend and Rockmaster, would be entitled to cash vouchers proudly sponsored by RSB. And so right here, meanwhile, we have Ken Xia, who is the NTU president for UMC. He is also part of the community who brought you Transend. So say hi.
Okay, hi guys.
Ken.
I'm Ken, the president for UMC. And we are bringing to you Transend 2017.
So why Transend this year? I mean, we've seen it progress from Boulder Mania to Transend 2017 this year.
Yes, correct.
So what happened?
Okay, so I think what most people are curious about is the change of the name from Boulder Mania to Transend. The main reason behind that is, number one, we are trying to bring the comp to a bigger height, greater height. By changing the name, most people know that Boulder Mania used to be known for one of the smaller comps, non-promotional, and I think a lot of people don't like to travel down all the way to the west, where it's held in NTU. Yes.
So yeah, so this time you guys actually bring it out to the city centers, right?
Yes, correct. And we are trying to do the same for all future competitions held by UMC.
So this is the first time Transend is actually seeing the world for the climbing scenes, and how's your experience so far with Transend? I mean, you've been in the climbing community, you've seen it grow, and so
I think my vision for Transend is that everyone will see as equal level with the other more famous comps, the bigger comps of Singapore, such as Rockmaster, Gravical, Boulder Active, Pump Fest.
I mean, you've also seen a lot of our climbers go through from novice all the way to finals. So you yourself have also promoted recently. So what's your experience mostly for, and what do you have to say for the climbers also? I mean, you've seen this group of climbers come in and went so far into their climbing journey.
Sorry, which group of climbers?
Like your own climbers as the president of UMC, climbers? Right?
Oh yes, definitely. I'm very happy for them because for Transend, I think most of the NTU climbers have done really well. Number of them have made finals or at least semi-finals. So definitely this is a very, very good performance by us. And as the president, I am very happy for that.
And
yes.
so what do you have to say for our upcoming climbers? I mean, there are more and more climbers coming into the community, and the sport of climbing is just getting more and more intense, just expanding. So any tips or?
Okay, I will say to climbers who are just starting out, be consistent in your training and do not be daunted by the fact that there are stronger climbers than you, climbers who are doing maybe your project routes as warm-ups. Someday you'll get stronger and you might be climbing together with your idols. I am doing, that's what I'm basically doing right now. Yes.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely like when you look at someone and then you're just climbing together
Yes,
with
you're
them.
like, that guy is really strong, but you know, train hard enough and you could be there someday too.
Yeah, that's right. And then on screen right now, you want to do a quick introduction?
Okay, so our first climber is up, Charmaine Lai.
So route 1. I mean, you've seen the inter women just now trying this route, right? So
Yes.
what's your thoughts on it?
I think in route 1, the really hard move is the ending move because a few of the inter women got to the last move as well. But none of them, none of them managed to match it. I'm not too sure, but I would suggest some of them try a heel hook on the right leg, right foot. It might help to keep their body on a slab. Yes, because if they were to bring their right foot too high up and step on the volume, seems like they will just get sped off the wall.
Yeah, that's Charmaine. All these routes. How was the open routes just now? The slap one, the one where you had to do a pistol squat right up onto the ending tower. It's pretty similar, isn't it?
The open man route for slab was, I would say, is one of the easiest slab routes for open difficulty so far. Yeah, compared to the other slab routes, yeah, I would say this Transend one was easier. Yes, most climbers seem to have flashed it or at least stopped it.
But then this is the women. And Charmaine on her second attempt. I mean, once again, congratulations for making it through to semis.
Thanks.
Gonna see you again very, very soon. But meanwhile,
Tomorrow morning, yes.
yeah, and I mean, if you're climbing today and then you make it through semis and then you make it to finals, you're gonna be climbing in about three times within less than 36 hours. That is amazing.
It's physically and mentally challenging.
That's right.
Yes.
Of course, making sure that you are in the best condition to climb.
Definitely.
I mean, looking at rotation, do you like rotation formats more or session formats?
Oh, definitely rotation format. I think most open climbers that I've spoke to and known personally, they all feedback that rotation format is better. I mean, for one, you get to have the wall all to yourself. All the spotlight is on you. And some will even say that that's one of the highlights of being able to promote from novice to inter and finally in open. You want to do the rotation format. So, yeah. But with the high number of participants in most competitions, rotation format will be, well, imagine there are 60 climbers. If you were number 60th and you have to wait for your turn, well, your friend could go watch a movie and come back and you'll still be waiting. So
yeah, you'll still be on time.
Yeah, exactly. So the waiting time can get really long. That's why they cut it to session formats.
That's very, very true. But then again, I mean, the experience in session formats, you get to see your friends and then you get to see betas. It also helps, isn't it? I mean, like, you get to see different betas.
That's true. You get to see different betas, but if it helps you, it helps your competitors as well.
That's very true.
Correct. You do better, the others do better. Relatively, you know, it's the same.
It's a give or take
Yes,
kind of
but
thing.
some people are definitely better in session format and some are better in rotation format.
So for you, you prefer rotation formats
I
more?
prefer it. I do not know which one I'm better in, but I definitely prefer it more.
Up next, we have Marissa Lowe. Route 1 again is Marissa Lowe.
I think some of the inter-women semi-finalists made Route 1 seem like it will not be too hard for the open women, but do note that they have been sharing beta among each other. The open women, however, only have 3.5 minutes on the route, so yeah, they'll be having a harder time than the inter-women semi-finalists for sure.
I mean, yeah, from adding on to what you said, that's true. The inter-women actually managed to get past the 2 volumes pretty quickly after the first few after the first few climbers managed to
Unlock
get
the
past
beta,
the,
yes.
unlock that that volume beta.
Correct.
But
And
it's the ending part that a lot of them
that
found.
would be the crux move, yes,
Yes,
for sure.
we've seen Joyce try it 5 times.
Yeah, and after she got past the first part, she seemed to be getting past the first part rather consistently, but they do have half an hour on the same routes if they choose to.
But yeah, that's the thing, like you get very familiar with the routes in session formats. You get to try it in that
Over and over again, yes.
in that
correct.
30 minutes, but in rotation format, it is strictly that 4 minutes for you.
Correct. So if you don't figure out the beta in time, well, you don't get another chance at it anymore.
It's, I mean, the worst feeling to have. Joyce experienced it 5 times. I mean, I definitely respect her for being able to go onwards and forwards so undaunted over and over again. And then even to the last 30 seconds, she's just fighting it. And then it's Marissa.
I think for the first move, it's actually you have to put a lot of weight on your right foot. That helps you to keep your tension. And at the same time, your right hand has to go really fast so that you sort of create opposing force with both hands.
That's right.
With your left hand on the lower volume and the right hand on the higher one.
Because like there's this little catch on the volume, the higher volume,
Yes,
for your
correct.
right hand to catch.
Correct.
And then that opposing force itself would cause many attempts, has caused many attempts from the inter women at least. But it's that coordinative movement that you need.
If you're strong enough, I don't think you need coordination necessarily, because if you're strong enough, step hard on the right leg and your left hand really lock in all the way. Seems like you can do it statically.
You sound like you really want to try it.
No, it's okay. I'd rather rest.
Yeah, you should. I mean, there's our open finals tomorrow at 9:40. We're gonna see you there. Meanwhile, this is the open women qualifiers. Top 8 from this open women would make it through to the finals tomorrow. It's gonna be a very, very intense fight. And then right now we're gonna be inviting Alicia Chow on route 1 as well as Charmaine to attempt her second route. The second route was one of the killer problems for our ladies as well.
think almost every problem was a killer problem for the inter-women
I would say
semi-finalists.
except
route
for-
4, yes, correct.
It was like a moral booster, I would say.
I think it will be the route that determines whether you go finals. If you flash it, actually I'm not too sure of the exact number of people who flashed it, but yeah, but I think you need to at least flash it if you want to make finals. For
That's
the
right. A
inter-women.
lot of people actually flashed route 4, but to secure yourself a position
Charmaine got
in
the first move really quick though.
inter-women, yeah, she's very, very strong climber. She's a very
Definitely.
powerful movement kind of climber.
We've already
And
seen
then
route 2 being finished by Yi Xing, so
she was the only one also.
only one, yes.
In fact, she was the only one to have gone far enough to latch onto that pocket.
Yes, and in the same attempt, she finished the route.
Yes.
So I think we'll be seeing a top here.
Very nice.
Yes,
Charmaine,
very nice.
for
finish.
you. Very, very nicely done. This is what it means to be an open woman.
She has come out and flashes the route.
Meanwhile, Alicia. And that's the difference between inter to opens. I mean, I've heard people say that the difference from jumping from inters to opens is very, very huge. Is it true?
I think it's not just the difficulty of the routes, but your competitors have a very big jump in the how strong they are. Once you go to opens, that's where all the crazy and insane people, you know, they just seem to gather there and say, hey, join us.
Yeah, that's very true. But also at the same time, we see a lot of very young climbers from secondary schools and JCs just making it through to the opens itself.
Yeah, and they are all very strong too. If not, they wouldn't have been making it to opens. So
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've seen the age of climbers become younger and younger, but then their ability just getting better and better each time. That's Alicia. It's route 1. It's back on route 2. Excuse me, back on route 1. Alicia. All eyes on her. It's 50 seconds for our climbers. And meanwhile, we're going to be inviting Uyanga on route 1, and of course Marissa on route 2. So Uyanga did really well in Boulder Active previously. And meanwhile, our next climbers. That's Uyanga.
She opted for the different beta compared to what the other climbers did, going for left hand on the second volume instead.
So route 2.
Uyanga is making very good progress. I think we might see a flash, but then again the last move is really hard.
But that's Uyanga for you. You can't tell. It's a very strong climber.
Do you think they need to hold the right side of the volume, or she can just press on the left
That's
side?
what we were trying to figure out. Are they supposed to catch with the right and latch on? Or are they supposed to
I'm
statically
quite sure you can't latch and hang on
yeah,
that.
it's not easy
It's
to
really,
latch.
really very bad.
Oh, wow. 3 fingers. Just 3 fingers catching onto the volume. And this is her first climb of the day. That's Marissa.
I think you'll fight to keep a flash attempt. But the problem is, I seem to notice a lot of them try to, after they put one hand on the last volume, they try to push themselves into position, but I don't think that's going to happen. You have to get your feet into a proper position first.
But that's the thing on the volume, like
Yes,
the putting on the volume, yeah.
you want to keep your feet wider, but at the same time you want to bring it a bit higher. It's hard to do both at the same time with how the volume is positioned for
That's
route
right,
1.
exactly. And of course, the final top itself is so unfriendly. It's like a complete curved volume. There's literally no apex to catch on.
No, none at all.
And,
At the moment, I'm still quite convinced that you have to heel hook the volume to end with your right foot.
and it's Marissa. I wonder how Charmaine made Route 2 look so easy. I mean, she finished
Strong
it.
people make
yeah, just
routes
strong
look
people.
really easy, yes.
I think it's just Charmaine.
Well, I still have a number of very strong open women coming right up. I'm sure they'll make the routes look easy as well.
Even
easier maybe.
And it's just the qualies. So it's going to be every single attempt that counts because this is in the scoring format is based on the number of attempts. So a very good start to Charmaine. And we're seeing Marissa.
Also because there's less than 20 open women joining. There will not be semi-finals, so they are fighting for the top 6 positions to go finals straight away.
Yeah, that is definitely a very intense fight. I mean, rotation format is about this. You don't know the progress of the persons in your detail or the persons that you are climbing against, and then you're just fighting it out for that position, and you're not sure if that top or that bonus would get you that last position in the finals.
Yes,
so
it's really just you and the wall.
4 seconds, Marissa, that will be it. I hope she's okay.
She looks like she might have strained something.
Yeah, she looks like she might have strained herself somewhere. And joining us right now on Route 1, we have Janet Go, regular finalist face that we see. And of course, Alicia on Route 2, as well as Charmaine, Route 3.
They removed the foothold for Route 3. There used to be a foothold below the bonus handhold, but now it's gone. So I think they intend for a heel hook or a toe hook on the right handhold before we make the move to the second last handhold. And Charmaine caught the jump in the second attempt.
That's Charmaine. It's a very explosive, very powerful kind of climber. But very close, but still a bonus in her pocket right away. That's very good. And of course,
Alicia making very good progress on Route 2. Oh, I jinxed it.
that's the thing about commentator jinx sometimes. And still, very good attempts by all our climbers. This is only the first 5. We have even stronger climbers coming up very, very soon. Definitely climbers to watch out for. Charmaine is just catching her breath. Indeed, Route 3, huge explosive movements taking up a lot of energy. You can see from her first few attempts. But having secured a bonus, and of course a very nice top from her previous climb. Oh! Yeah, you're right. The removal of the foothold is definitely a problem sometimes. Because instead of going static or trying to go in an inter move, they have to go... they have to just, after the explosive dynamic movement, they have to just latch onto the bonus again. And Janet, Route 1, and Route 2, Alicia. The very intense heel hook moment. Trying to...
I don't think you should put your right hand into the pocket because, well, you could do that to adjust your body to a better position, I guess, but I will personally try to sit in on the volume first and then cross my left hand into the pocket because it doesn't look like it's good to match in it.
Yeah, and once you put your your right hand in, it's very difficult to piano your fingers out for your left hand in. The matching is very difficult.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's undercling on an incline with a very small pocket for you. And Alicia, still on Route 2 again. It's 33 seconds.
Charmaine, I think, giving a last good go. The thing about Route 3 is, I think the beta is quite straightforward. You know what you have to do. It's just a matter of whether you can do it or not. Some of the other routes, you can't say the same. For example, Route 1, we've seen different betas already. And even for Route 2, like how Alicia went for the pocket of a right hand instead of a left. Route 3, you know you have to jump. And after that, well...
We're going to see what's happening after that. Very, very interesting climbs. We're going to be welcoming Patrice from Boulder Movement, as well as Uyanga back on Route 2, and Marissa, Route 3. It's going to be a long long fight for all our open women. 5 routes in the semis, in the qualifiers. And as you were saying, Uyanga, she's got to get her heel hook proper.
I think it's quite hard to heel hook that second hand hold. Looks really thin. Might be easier just to camper straight to the next volume, which is what some of the other girls have done.
Yes. So once their right hand is latched on, they campus towards it.
Yes, correct. Sometimes campusing is the right thing to do because, well, just because.
It actually saves a lot of energy sometimes because when you campus, you know that you just gotta latch everything onto that 2 limbs. You don't have to figure out where to put your
You
feet.
don't have to get your body into an awkward
Yeah.
position, which
You just
can
hang on.
happen, you know, sometimes when you heel hook really high or heel hook really bad hand
Yes.
hold. Yes.
And just hang on. And just meanwhile, we have Patrice on route 6. And Uyanga,
Trying to heel hook still.
she's still trying. Credits to that, definitely. It's difficult
Trying
to
the
hook.
right foot now.
It's
Both feet.
It's definitely difficult to heel hook on that thin hand hold, but at the same time, it's an incline.
Yes.
You cannot discount the fact that it's an incline. So that's like double challenges for our climber. And of course, Marissa, as well as Patrice. So Patrice is trying to do a coordinated jump to the higher ends of the second volume. And on screen, Uyanga.
So far, Route 1 is been giving most climbers a lot of trouble. Only Uyanga managed to get to the last volume in the first attempt, which is a bit surprising. Actually, I would have thought that most of them would have gotten higher up, but seems like the first move is really harder than it looks.
And Uyanga has figured out the campus part that you were talking about. So this is the intense heel hook part. The ones that she's been trying the whole time.
Seems like all heel hooks on this route are quite intense.
Yeah. And that is it
40
from Uyanga.
seconds.
Meanwhile, Marissa, last few attempts. That is Patrice. 25 seconds. Patrice and Marissa is counting down to her 15 seconds. Marissa probably looking to back the bonus at this point in time with 10 seconds.
Or at least the jump, almost.
Would that be final attempt? That is it for Patrice, Marissa, as well as Uyanga. We're going to be inviting Tuntarika, affectionately known as Min, from Thailand. And of course, Janet on route 2, as well as Alicia on screen on route 3, and Charmaine on her 4th route. So this is Min from Thailand, finalist. She's almost always a finalist in every competition she is in. So I'm going to see how she's going to perform this time round. Charmaine, very quick progress. And if I'm not mistaken, the bonus tile has been placed slightly further than before. Yes, it's definitely been placed slightly further than...
I think it's one boat further.
Yes. About 1 or 2 boats further, definitely.
I think we're going to be seeing another flash.
Would that be 2 tops? Very nicely done. Charmaine,
2 tops
currently
in 2 attempts.
the leaderboard, 2 tops.
And I think Janet finished route 2 in the meanwhile. Yeah, she also flashed route 2.
Very, very intense. It's kind of wasted that I missed out her attempts though. But still,
Maybe we'll have a replay of it later.
maybe. But then again, me still making progress on route 1, and of course, Alicia. That's Mean.
I think Min is trying a slightly different beta. Even though she's going with a right hand, she's trying to cut the apex of the volume instead of pushing the bottom part of the volume, which is what most other climbers did.
Yeah, it's a more coordinated kind of move.
Very powerful move, and Alicia sticks the jump.
Wow.
Just as I said, powerful. So,
Say it more, say it more.
alright.
And that's Felicia.
Powerful.
Wow. Whoa.
Intense heel
If
hook
she
again.
managed to pull through that,
It will be quite a
it will be a highlight
quite a
of
feat,
this
yes.
this route. Me?
Do you think the beta for route 1 might be just to go left hand for the second volume?
I think it's actually from
That's
what we've seen in
Uyanga
Inters.
did, yes. And
Yes.
she almost, well, she got past the first part in the first attempt, so
Yes. So most of them just lean to the right, and then in a very committed movement they go to the left, but their feet is pushing in the right direction.
yes, correct.
So in a way their body is more in a more natural position to kick off from the bottom volume, and then their left hand latches on the
Oh,
bonus.
Min got it.
So she's got it. She's got to hang on.
I think she might have done it quite statically too, which is,
It definitely cost her a lot of attempts.
yes.
This kind
but
of move-
getting the bonus for this route is something which I think it will really help because not a lot of climbers
I
have
think
gotten
Min's
it.
got this. She's got this.
Oh, that's a wow, nice.
Min's got very good footwork. That is one thing that I always remember. She's got very good footwork on volumes.
As shown on her wonderful attempt on the slab.
Very, very amazing attempt. Just kind of too many attempts really from that risky move, but still very
Still,
nice
A top is a top.
top. Yes, and it's only her first climb.
Yeah, correct.
Joining us right now, we have Xu Li Ting from Climb Asia, and on screen we have Patrice on route 2, Uyanga on route 4. Excuse me, Uyanga on route 3, and Marissa on route 4. So Marissa, there was a lot of false attempts on route 4. In a sense, a lot of climbers were really excited to start route 4 because they seen people flash it, and then they kind of missed the 3-point start. So
For the inter-women semi-finalists?
yes, for the inter-women's.
Oh,
So I hope the open women don't commit this silly mistake. And it's Patrice.
very
Nice
nice.
catch by Patrice. Very nice shift of movement. Patrice.
She knows exactly what sequence she wants.
Yes.
And she didn't hesitate.
So
I think that's going to help her get a top for this
Wow.
attempt, definitely.
Yep. That is Patrice from NUS and Boulder Movement. Very, very happy looking climber. Route 2 in her bag. And back on Route 1, Li Ting from Team Climb Asia.
Going for the second volume for left hand, which is what Uyanga did. And it seems to be working out. So I'm fairly convinced that this is a better beta for the starting.
Because it takes less risk.
Yes, but I think when you start, you tend to lean very far to the right, and that encourages you to try and get your right hand up instead. But yeah, the problem is you only have 4 minutes to figure out
Yeah,
the
it's
beta.
a counterintuitive kind of
Correct.
move. That's our Uyanga.
Marissa almost finishing route 4 at the last move. I think she's got it though.
But this is the swing. This is one swing.
Fighting very hard.
I just realized she didn't.
Oh no!
I realized she didn't even wear her shoes. She didn't Velcro her shoes.
Oh, she didn't?
She didn't.
I did not notice that.
I was like just looking at the shoes. It's Li Ting. One minute. Li Ting. That's Uyanga. 40 seconds Li Ting. This is Li Ting's route. She's pretty good on this kind of walls too.
This is her last good attempt she can give with only 30 seconds left. Oh, a toe hook. She's quite famous for toe hooks, I
yes,
think.
she's quite, yeah. A lot of very different betas.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so this
Very
is
nice
the one you're
heel
talking
hook.
about.
Oh yes!
This is the one you're talking
Yeah, that's what I
about.
was thinking about, yes, correct. With heel hook the right side.
But instead of the left feet on the bonus, she put it straight on the volume.
Straight on the volume, yes. I did not think of the sitting in. I thought that you step on the left and
you hook a little on the
yes,
right and then you
use a lot of tension on your legs.
That is,
but that looked really comfortable for her and
yeah,
really good beta, definitely.
absolutely strong legs, actually strong footwork from her. That is it. We'll be welcoming our next climber, Vanessa Teng, our hot favorite Vanessa Teng, as well as Min back on route 2 and Janet on route 3, Alicia on route 4, and of course our top contender as of now, Charmaine on route 1.
Route 5.
Excuse me, route 5.
Min going for the heel hook on the volume instead of campusing over. I think it's a better heel hook because the volume is really nice to hook.
That's Vanessa Teng. Very quick progress, and Vanessa Teng for you. Completely no hesitation.
Alright, flash route 1, which is really phenomenal.
And meanwhile, Janet breaking up route 3 and Twinterica route 2. That is a triple finish.
Triple finish, I think it's a triple flash actually.
If we're not mistaken, it was a triple flash. Definitely a shuffle on the leaderboard. And all eyes on our climbers, Alicia and Charmaine now. So 1, 2, 3 has been broken consecutively. So Alicia has committed a false attempt, getting her left foot onto the left side. Yes, instead of 3 points. Very tricky route setters. Definitely thought through this.
Yes.
What's our Charmaine?
She sticks the pinch. The pinch is really bad from what I see. And she finishes route 5.
Wow,
this
Charmaine.
So all the climbers, except for route 4, every route has been finished.
All eyes on her now. Definitely stressful.
I think she'll finish it though.
Definitely 1 minute and a half, but make it a good attempt. No hesitation, and she will definitely be able to accomplish this.
This reminds me of one of the routes I did in Pump Fest 2016, I think. Interman Qualifiers. It's also 2 semicircle volumes on the inclined wall, and we just had to mentor our way up. Really interesting routes. And I like that kind of route because you just push and push, and yeah, I guess it's my style also.
Yeah, it's always good to have like a certain route that is your style come out in competitions.
Yes.
So, what kind of other routes do you really fancy most of the time?
Well, I know what kind of routes I do not fancy,
Which
and
is?
those are the coordination move. I'm really not a fast twitch climber, and my shoulders are injured, so anything that makes look like fast twitch, and that's it, I'm gone.
Yeah, but there's a rising trend in all the coordinated movements
Yes,
coming up
correct.
in all the competitions. Then, well,
Well, gotta
if you know your weakness,
slowly,
it is
yes,
time to
train on it.
I mean, you've come really, really far all the way, and it's gonna be even better from now on.
Hopefully.
Yeah, definitely gonna be. We're gonna see you more on screen, definitely.
At least
And,
once more tomorrow morning, I guess.
Yes. No, make it twice. Come on, make it twice.
I'll try.
This is your home ground, so
Yes, I guess.
all eyes will be on you. And meanwhile, we have Wei Ling with us on Route 1. And climbing alongside her on Route 4, we have Uyanga. Of course, not forgetting Patrice on Route 3. And Li Ting on Route 2. And of course, Alicia.
Patrice catching the first dino on the first attempt.
She's attempting.
Oh, that's a different beta.
So it's probably not a very effective
Not a good
data.
idea because you're heel hooking way too high up.
Yes, not a very effective data.
Wow, the heel looks really secure though, really secure, yes.
Wow.
It's not even bulging at all. And at the same
Oh.
time, Li Ting finishes Route 2.
Li Ting, very nice toe hook again. You were talking about it.
I do think that was a bit unnecessary, but a toe
Well,
hook's a
if it
toe
works.
hook.
I mean,
Saves some energy.
yeah, she prevents herself from swinging, so it takes less energy. Meanwhile, Uyanga in 4.
I think this is Uyanga's first attempt also. So
Let's make it count. One move away. That's Wei Ling with you. Meanwhile, Marissa. So she's just brushing on Route 5. She's trying to get her feet up. Very flexible movement required. A little bit cramped if you're too tall. What's your favorite route so far in the women's route that you've seen so far? Your favorite one? Is it still Route 4?
my favorite route or the route that I find the easiest?
The route that you would think that you can finish really, really well.
Well, I think Route 4 is really easy for guys perhaps because
It's just juts, right?
yeah, the two holes are quite juggy, and other than not if you don't false start the first move, I guess should be a quite easy finish for most open men or all open men.
Then what about the one that you don't like the most? The one that you find
I think if I were to have
challenging
trouble
to
with
yourself.
any route, it'll probably be Route 3, I guess.
Route 3?
Because okay, the dyno to the pink holes, I do not think the pink holes are very good.
Especially
They're
for you,
definitely not
yeah.
juggy. And in fact, from what I'm seeing, they seem a bit slopey. So I think I might not flash it. It might take a few attempts even. Yeah, not really my style.
And in fact, now that you mention it, right? Hang on, that's Marissa. Actually, now that you mention it, Route 3, the pink volumes that you're supposed to dyno to, they're in a negative position, if you realized it. So the catch area, the good part is that's for
It's actually
catching.
pointing downwards.
Yes. Now that you mention it. Now we can see it later again. And then Route 1, Wei Ling, that would be it. And of course, Marissa, 15 seconds on the clock.
Marissa's holding it really nicely though, the volume.
Yeah, but she's got to fight against time now.
Yep. She
Very
finishes
nice
it.
finish for her climb for today. Marissa Lowe.
I think the trick to Route 5 is you have to cup all the way at the apex of the volume. That's what Marissa did, and it helped her a lot.
And we're going to be inviting Nadra as well as Vanessa Tang, Min, and Jeanette, and of course not forgetting Alicia. Back on the wall. Oh, Jeanette just started with her.
She just mentored the way up and
Yeah. It's a very confident climber.
is she gonna finish in 10 seconds?
In a minute.
Okay,
Come on.
slightly above 10 seconds.
Come on. So this is the part you gotta get past the swing. But somehow I'm not gonna be surprised if she just goes up by the side walls and catches the top with her left hand.
Right, because I think the open women, they are really concerned about their attempts.
Yes.
So they actually try to keep their right foot on the right volume.
Yes.
That's why they are hesitant about swinging their body over.
That's right. That flash from Janet and Vanessa Tang. Would that be Vanessa Tang double finish?
Making it look easy again, as usual.
Yeah, Vanessa Tang. Meanwhile, that's Nadra on route 1 and Min on route 3. It's Nadra.
Min is toe hooking, the right hole instead of heel hooking. Which might suit her because she's shorter than most other open women climber that have tried the route so far. And when you're shorter, I think
You
you
try
have
to
to-
compensate with
yes, toe hook
other-
will help you to compensate your height a bit. For taller people, if you were to toe hook and the moves are not too far, you actually tend to scrunch up your body too much, which is why heel hook will be better for the taller climbers out there.
That's Alicia. See, that's the thing about Route 5, because the bonus, it's within reach, but this part, this pinching part,
She did it really dynamically
yes.
and managed to stick on the not very nice second hole.
But that would be a beautiful,
Very
beautiful
nice
end
stop.
by
Yes.
Alicia concluding her climb.
She looks quite happy.
Definitely. I mean, sometimes it's really not about the results, it's really just about being able to finish that problem.
Correct. Especially if you feel like the problem is not that easy and you didn't expect yourself to finish it, but you fought and you still finish it. You're gonna be feeling happy about it.
Spoken from experience.
Sometimes, yes.
It's me. Back again with 30 seconds on the clock. So
She has to move her right hand lower a bit and I think there's not enough time left.
definitely not enough time. I mean, this movement, before that was route 2, is already a very powerful kind of route. And then there's route 3 also requiring a lot of explosive
Yes.
movement.
Route 2 and 3 are the more powerful routes here.
Yes. And meanwhile, we have Wei Ling on route 2, Li Ting on route 3, Patrice on route 4, and of course we are having Uyanga on route 5, and off screen. And meanwhile, we have Kai Xuan on route 1. These climbers are fighting it out for the top 6 positions. As of now, in order to qualify and secure your position, you got to have at least 3 tops within 4 attempts. If you want to make it to the top 3 to secure yourself. And to secure yourself,
And Li Ting finishes route 3
wow, Li Ting.
with a flash.
So she would be having 3 tops. So that, like we're saying, you gotta have at least 3 tops. You want to secure yourself in tomorrow's finals. But only 6 of them would make it through. Wei Ling, hot on her tails. after leading. Just inches away.
She has to get a sit in a bit more. Oh, catching herself. Very strong climber Wei Ling. She has made finals in multiple local competitions as well.
She's also an alumni from NTU UMC. And of course, she's been climbing really intensely for many years.
Yes, she's been climbing longer than me.
That's Patrice, route 4. Making it count. Very nice. Kaishen, route 1. On screen you just have a minute and a half. And route 1 so far.
Just managed to hold above the apex for route 1, Kaishen.
And Wei Ling.
That's the sweet spot.
Oh, she started to swing outwards. It's just really catching yourself sometimes. It's Wei Ling in a very nice resting position.
I think route 2 requires some flexibility to help you drop your knee, your right knee even more when you sit in. Because right now, what I see is her knee seems to be pointing really high upwards, and
she's not able to use the...
You have to get your weight more to the right. That's how you actually hold the next handhold.
Yeah, she's not able to latch onto that pocket so far.
Yes, correct.
Means she's being able to touch it with inches away, but then...
The problem is, if you just touch the pocket, like you just put your fingers inside,
it
you
doesn't
can't really
help.
pull. Yes, you have to actually get your weight to the other side. That's how you load on it.
"10 seconds, that would probably be it from Wei Ling. Because right now we'll be inviting our next climbers back on the wall. We have Janet on route 5, Min on route 4, Vanessa Tang on route 3, Nadra on route 2, and welcoming our climber from NUS, Jeanette. So in this group of climbers, a lot of finalist regulars that we've seen. Vanessa Tang making it look easy again.
I guess we are going to be seeing another flash.
Under a few seconds.
Right, just under 10 seconds, a flash from Vanessa Tang on route 3.
Is she even human sometimes? And a double finish by Janet
on route 5. And I think we're going to be seeing another top on route 4 as well from Min.
So like I was saying, this group of climbers, regular finalists, this is nothing. So this is the one I was talking about. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if I see them do this move.
Oh!
But then, yeah, the swing.
Yes, that's why. Because you really don't want to get your right foot away from the volume. Like, that was how Min tried to span her way over.
Yes.
And
then she just...
Well, the funny thing is, she actually dropped into the right position.
Yes.
And latched onto it, so...
Very strong left hand, very good catch.
Correct. She dropped from a really high position, so...
Yes. I mean, all of us were thinking that she may fall.
Yes,
Just
but she managed to hang on to it.
Yes. So that was actually a triple finish. Again. By Vanessa and Jeanette and of course me.
I think Vanessa will just be finishing every route, so as long as she's climbing, well...
Yeah, you know, the thing is that we like to play this game called Who Would Finish All 5 Routes. And then I think Vanessa is always in the top contender for that. And so far she's been doing really well. Very well, exceptionally well actually. And of course Jeanette's route 1. And Nadra, route 2.
Jeanette trying to heel hook and knowing that it's not going to work. Oh, almost take that move. The thing is, when you lean too far to the right, you really want to get your right hand onto the next volume. But I think that proves to be a really, really challenging move for most female climbers. Only the really experienced and really strong ones out there thought about going with their left hand for the higher volume.
Nadra. Oh.
I think some of the climbers, such as Nadra and Wei Ling as well, they heel hook too far out of the volume for route 2, and that might have actually affected how their sit-in could. It makes the sit-in a bit harder for them.
True.
That's how I feel.
Because when you load up, or when you try to load
the
up,
heel is on a really thin ledge.
thin line, yeah.
Correct. You want your heel to preferably be healing as wide a surface area as you can get. But then the problem with that is you got to be flexible if you want to be healing the wider part of the volume as you'll be closer to you.
There's 9 seconds on the clock. We will be inviting Debbie Tan on route 1. And of course, back on the wall, we will be seeing Kai Xuan, Wei Ling, Li Ting, and of course, Patrice. Just doing a little route reading. The rotation formats, 4 minutes. So Debbie on her first attempt. Li Ting. In order for... Oh, that was Kai Xuan. Very, very nice.
Li Ting trying to get herself higher on both volumes so that she can get a right hand to the end tower without getting the right foot out from the right volume. But I think she will find out very soon that she can't reach the end tower with the right foot on the volume.
But then again, Li Ting is actually taller than
Taller, yes.
Min.
But I'm somewhat certain that the route setters have set this route such that you cannot breach and end at the same time.
That's Li Ting. Good job nonetheless. Patrice. Of course, Debbie. Just one move.
I think some climbers such as Debbie and Kai Xuan just came back from a Japan trip as well. So maybe we'll see if their Japan trip, makes them perform better in the competition.
I mean, your Japan trip has made you perform well, as we've seen.
Yes, it could have been.
I think it's the magic. And of course, at the same time, our route setters hail all the way from Japan. So...
Yes, our guest route setters from Japan.
Yes.
So maybe the style of the routes might mimic a bit of those we see over there as well.
Yes, definitely. Of course, at the same time, Japan has always been known to have very, very intricate climbing, very precise kind of climbing. Their precision climbing is very, very common. You see it in a lot of competitions.
I think a lot of people are still trying to find out the secret to success behind the Japanese climbers in recent years.
Wei Ling?
Oh no! That fall look like it hurts. Hope she's okay.
$50 seconds.
She looked like she really gave it her all.
Because by the time you reach there, it's probably taken a lot of energy.
Correct.
You want to make it a good one.
The first move in Dino to two really questionable holes. And then
That's Patrice, route 5.
She finished it.
Very, very well done. by Patrice from boulder movement. That is it from Debbie.
I think Debbie knows that.
She knows that she kind of didn't do very well here.
Correct, and I think she's not a big fan of slab walls.
Joining us very soon is Farah, as well as Jeanette and Nadra, and of course our contenders Vanessa Teng and Min. So Janet Go is the front runner for our top finalists. But Vanessa is only on her 4th route, so we'll see if she is able to beat Janet's record. Vanessa, I'm gonna just quote Ken again as usual, making very, very steady progress.
Yes, and it's interesting if you realize for Vanessa, she didn't try to get her body higher. The moment she latched the bonus jump, she straight away swung her body over.
So I guess she did really good route reading here.
Yes, and she knows that she's going to be strong enough to do it this way. Doesn't need any bridging to end the routes.
Cause Min, route 5. Meanwhile, we have Jeanette looking a little daunted, but are still on the same attempt as Min.
I think Gina can finish the route though. She looked really close on the attempt. So it was her first attempt, if I'm not wrong.
And that's Farah. Very nicely done by Min.
Finishing her climb, I think Min did really well. She should be making finals.
But only 6 of them will make it to the finals. Min is currently 5th. So it's a really close fight. And we still have very strong climbers coming up very, very soon. I mean, it's gonna be very intense. Only the top 6 out of these 18 climbers will make it through. And time is still running. That's Farah, as well as Nadra. Jeanette. So Jeanette is a very flexible climber.
Very flexible, very graceful.
Yes, she's very graceful on the wall. But she gets easily daunted sometimes. And that's Farah as well as Nadra.
Farah making good progress on Route 1.
That's just moving.
With slightly, and I think she's trying to go for one more try on Route 1.
30 seconds, secure the bonus. And Jeanette.
Allez, Jeanette, come on.
Guess
I
that
think
will
she got
be it.
tired from the first attempt.
Yes.
It's a really good first attempt, but spent really long on the walls at the same time.
I mean, we look at it as just 4 minutes, but it is 4 minutes of intense climbing for all these climbers.
Alright.
Yeah. So, looks like...
When you spend 4 minutes fighting on the wall this hard, that's why usually you feel a lot of ache after a competition, even though you seem to only have climbed for maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. You can feel like you spend the whole session in the gym.
And of course, meanwhile, we'll be inviting Joey on Route 1, as well as Debbie on Route 2, Kaishan on Route 3, and of course, Wei Ling, Route 4, and not forgetting our climber leading on her last route of the day. Is leading.
Debbie making good progress on route 2. She
Debbie,
can get a flash on this route.
I hope she does. I hope she does. She needs this. She really needs this.
Nice. Gets it. Wow, good job, Debbie.
Well done, Debbie. She really, really needed this after her first climb.
Yes.
Meanwhile, that's Joey on Route 1 and you're looking at Li Ting. Very, very nicely done. Double finish by Li Ting and Debbie. Was Route 1, Joey. Meanwhile, of course, we had Ken with us this whole time from the Open Women's. So Ken is one of the main committee members who brought you Transend. So thank you here for being with us.
Thank you.
And I hope you make it through really, really well to the finals tomorrow.
Thanks, I hope so
Yeah,
too.
semi-finals and to the finals, and we're going to be seeing you again on screen. So, and of course in future competitions to come.
Definitely will give my best.
And we'll see you very soon.
Alright, see you. Thank you.
And meanwhile, Kai Shen, still on Route 3. And inviting her back is our fellow commentator, Patrice, who has also just finished her climb on the Open Women Qualies.
Hello.
So how do you feel now?
I feel good. The routes are fun. Really kudos to the route setters and the downside climbing gym team. They really did a good job.
And I saw your expression every time you finished the routes or nearly there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we still have all our other girls competing and they're looking strong.
How does it feel like? So what is the secret to Route 1? I mean, you've been on it.
I don't know. I looked at it as, nope, I don't know it is.
You were trying to go in a very coordinated movement.
Yeah. I mean, looking at the volume that is above the starting volume, I know that the best part to hold is the apex, which I think Punta Rica did and Li Ting, they all went for it because they know it's the best part. Yeah. So I think that would have been a strategy, yeah. For Route 3,
your heel hook was intense.
Yeah, I know.
If only you could pull it through.
I think it's also because I didn't lock off enough with my left arm. Yeah, it's a pumpy route because the two tiles on the volume right now, they're slopers.
They're negative positions.
Yes, exactly.
Especially since you come from Route 2 and then you're in Route 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, so me and Ken were just saying that your heel hook was intense. Because before you, Younger actually tried it, but then she slipped.
Yeah.
But then you managed to follow through.
Yeah.
But then you slipped.
Yeah.
But not on the feet, you slipped on the hand.
The hand, yes. The next style is very poor.
It makes me really wonder how all these climbers are managed to finish them. And then of course on screen we see Vanessa, and not forgetting our climbers. We have right now singing from Singapore Institute of Science, Farah, Jeanette, Nadra, and of course, before I could even say all their names, Vanessa has finished it once again. So Vanessa is the only climber so far to finish all 5.
Yeah.
And if it sets a record, she finished all the routes, each within 1 minute.
Yeah. I think she's really very focused today. And there we see a top by Farah. That's really good.
These climbers are really intense today.
Yeah.
Like the vibe is there.
And if you want to soak in more of these vibes, you have to come here tomorrow. Yes.
The
I mean,
finals.
nothing beats being here and watching it live.
It's like the live stream would be available, but of course, you got to come here and feel it. The Opens will be happening tomorrow at 18:20, which is 6:30 So bring your family down to 1 km Mall. Food and amenities are all here, and we'll be bringing you all these intense action as the top climbers fight it out for that prestigious position to be crowned the champion of Transend, the first ever Transend. Oh, very close.
This Route 4 is very scary. When I was doing my bridge, all I can think of is, what if I fall while doing a split? That would hurt a lot.
That's true. I mean, like, it looks relatively easy when you look at it on screen.
Yeah.
You just go like left, right.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when you get that jug, they actually move the jug from, if you're not aware, they actually move that bonus.
Yeah.
One bolt away.
Is it?
From the Inters.
Ah, I see.
So the swing would be even bigger. But then a few of them managed to catch on to the swing.
Yeah.
Proving that this is what it means to be opened. That's singing. Also a very young climber from Singapore Institute of Science. As well as Nadra on Route 4. Wasted attempt just prior. And then I think she's gonna reach out with her right hand, but me and Ken were just saying that it's very, very difficult for you to reach the top while trying to maintain your bridge.
Yeah. And we see some comments on the live chat. I see Daryl saying that she wants to try this route. Well, come back soon and compete with us once again.
She's got a lot of, she's got this really interesting climbing regime, this climbing structure she's following. Like apparently she's trying to complete a number of climbs every single day.
Yeah.
Even though she's just juggling her studies overseas. So we're gonna be seeing you coming back even stronger than before.
And our climbers have less than 30 seconds to go. They're really working hard to get this, especially Nadra. She knows that the time is against her.
Whoa!
Wow! That's a really huge bundle.
This is the first time we saw someone attempt it like that. But just as me and Ken were saying that, I think the route setters put a lot of thought into this move.
Yeah.
Like
it's very, very interesting. I mean the start in itself is, you don't see that in a gym. I mean,
you don't
get
a
huge volume. Yeah.
Yes. Because meanwhile, we are inviting our last climber in the open women's. Wachari 1, Floy from Thailand, as well as Joey on her second route, Debbie on her third, Kaishan on her fourth route, and of course, Wei Ling fighting it out on her last route of the day. A quick look on the leaderboard. If you want to make it to the finals tomorrow,
you have to push me out.
You have to have at least 3 tops so they can
in less than 11 attempts
push Patrice out.
Yeah. I mean, these girls are strong. They will really give you a run for their money. It's very humbling to compete against them. They're very strong. And right now we are looking at Debbie on Route 3, looking strong.
I hope her feet is okay. I mean, she was in a very tight position. Her knee. And Wei Ling.
Right now, Wei Ling on Route 5, really nice.
It's Wei Ling for you. It's Route 2. We are seeing Joey from SUTD. So this move in Route 2, coupled with Route 3, the explosive movement, it's a huge tax on your body.
Okay, I think for this particular Route 2, I used my heel hook and I made sure that I sit in all the way to the right.
Yeah, so this is the part where it becomes a problem. Because the flexibility is one thing, but then to follow through,
it's really a very conscious decision to make sure that you rock over all the way to the right.
Because Joey did a heel hook inwards, but most people do it outwards.
Yeah.
But 2 minutes for her with a ploy on the wall right now.
And Debbie again on the bonus side, looking strong.
Is she going to do the same beta again?
So she has not done the heel hook. I mean, when I was doing this route, I thought it was this way too. Until I figured out maybe I should heel hook. Yeah.
The knee jam.
Yeah.
Hurt.
That's the thing about rotation, right? You don't see other people do it, so you don't unlock unless you figure it out on your own. Yes. But the thing is, you only have 3.5 minutes. 4 minutes, sorry. And you have to think, pace yourself, and finish the route within that time.
That's right. Because Debbie. One minute on the clock for our climbers.
So Ploy looking really strong. It's nice to see overseas climbers coming here and joining us. Really showing us what they have been doing in their own home countries, sharing their expertise on this sport.
Because Ploy is a very, very explosive climber. So he's going to see her progress on the slab wall. And so far only Li Ting and Vanessa's managed to finish this really tricky route.
Yeah.
In very, very interesting ways of ending.
Yeah. She is smiling to herself because she's trying to be sure that she don't slip off. So she's trying to find her balance, but she has 12 seconds to go.
This is her last attempt.
Yes, this is her last attempt.
No!
But it's always nice to see them happy.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And that is it. All our climbers are out. So right now we are singing Farah, Jeanette, as well as Nadra on the wall.
So right now our climbers are starting and we have Xingying and Nadra on the screen. So Xingying actually promoted just recently at Boulder Active, so this is her first open women competition as an open woman. Jeanette making quick work on problem number 4.
So that's Jeanette.
She made sure she didn't tap. Yes, of course you cannot tap in one count.
It's a very, very close call for her.
Yeah.
Singing, of course, Nadra.
So this part is actually very tricky.
How did you manage to get through it?
This is the intended beta, but I went right hand instead of left hand. I don't know why my left hand wasn't latching.
I guess when your right hand is dominant, you kind of want to trust your right hand more.
Yeah.
Especially since it's that one move. That was Nadra. Very, very nice finish from her to conclude her climb for today. Meanwhile, Farah, and of course, Singing.
So Farah is trying to get the dyno. It's really hard to dyno for tiles that are not positive oriented and also bad. So it's a double whammy. And of course it's important for climbers to reread the route to make sure that what they're doing is the most efficient way possible.
You know what makes it even harder for Route 3 to make it a triple whammy, if I must? It's on an incline.
Yeah, oh yes, definitely. And then they added the volume, so you're even further away from the wall.
Route setters are making life difficult for many of our climbers.
Yeah.
But if there's no challenge, there's no improvement. So these climbers singing. So Route 2 is pretty intense. I mean, to go from the starting tile to the campus. It's really a make or break move. And at the same time, Farah.
Our climbers have 1 minute left.
Our fingers are okay. Because she latched onto the towel after the starting. And that towel is not friendly on the fingers. It's just enough to fit about 3 fingers.
Yeah.
I think Farah loaded a bit too much. I mean, she kind of over jumped a little.
I think for these tiles, right, you have to latch on the side of it. Right now, all eyes on singing.
25 seconds. I guess that is it from singing.
Really looking tired.
I mean, this is probably her first few times in an open competition as an open woman. Definitely enough time for her to accumulate more experience. Now we are looking at Kaishen on route 5, Jeanette on route, Debbie on route 4, Joey on route 3, and of course, Floyd, route 2.
So right now we are looking at Ploy on problem number 2, and we have Debbie on problem number 4. She was asked to come down because she was not allowed to use the volume on the left side with 2 limbs. So it's considered that she already made one move even before she actually had an official start. Right now Ploy on problem number 2, really pushing hard.
That's Ploy
trying to figure out how to do this problem. Looking strong.
Oh! I think she didn't intend to have that. She was trying to find a resting spot to chalk up before she moves on, because the next 2 tiles are pretty tricky. But probably could have secured herself the bonus first.
Yeah.
Because meanwhile, we have...
So we are looking at Debbie right now.
And Debbie
trying to figure out route 4. There you go, a proper start. Okay, so this is where you continue all your bridge.
I think her left...
I hope she's okay.
Yeah, I think her left feet kind of dropped knee too much. So she pushed too much weight downwards.
Yeah.
But you were right, the false start actually happened quite a lot in the inter-women.
Yeah.
And then we saw it again with Alicia. So route setters definitely put this route here with an intention.
Intended, yes.
Tricking the climbers. Ploy. She gotta get her heel hook proper. No.
Right now Debbie looking into the bonus tile. Trying really hard to keep that bridge. Trying to keep her drop knee in. And then we have Kai Shan on route number 5. There you go. Debbie holding the bonus down. Really close to the top.
Just one move away, Debbie.
Trying to control the swing, yeah.
Yep.
She needs 2 hands. And there you go.
So that was 1 palm and 2 fingers.
Yeah.
Very, very nicely done.
And right now we are looking at our turnover to our next climbers, to the next problems. We have Xinjing on route 3, and we have Farah on route 4, and Jeanette on route 5. So these are the last few climbers that we have. Jeanette trying to figure out route number 5. Took me a while to figure this out. And route number 3 is definitely have to lunge well and catch the tiles in the good part, in the sweet spot. So it takes a bit of accuracy.
Jeanette. Singing. I think for me, my biggest weakness is definitely dyno. And so looking at all these climbers do route 2 and 3,
yeah,
I am just really full of respect for anyone who is able to catch dynamic tiles.
Yeah.
Excuse me, dynamic movements with negative positioned tiles.
Yeah.
Just intense and so much commitment to each jump. Because Farah, route 4, I actually do like route 4 a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I prefer tension moves, mental moves more than explosive movements.
So Farah doing the bridge. Still plenty of time. So she just have to shuffle slowly on these problems. So we have Farah inching closer to the bonus tile.
Farah in a very, very different position.
Slip off.
She's actually facing outward.
Yeah, but that caused her to slip off. And now we have Singing.
1 minute on the clock.
Definitely enough time for our climbers to figure this out.
Seconds, Singing, 1 good attempt left. And Farah.
Singing, try to get that dyno again. And she does it.
Farah with 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Singing, 1 good try. Come on, Singing. Very nice. Get a bonus, come on. That was it from Singing. Meanwhile, joining us right now, we have Debbie on route 5. As well as
Joey.
And
of course we have Ploy on route number 3.
So if Debbie is able to finish this route, she would be able to make it through to the finals. In the event, Joy, as well as Ploy, does not catch up with her.
So Debbie making her way to the second tile. Trying to figure out this route. Ploy as well, trying to get this jump. So Debbie has figured out that she has to jump for it. And right now we are looking at Joey on problem number 4. This is a really tricky problem. So Joey slowly shuffling up, just slipping off there on the left leg. Really need to keep it consistent. Employ with the heel hook, looking really strong. She's using the volume instead of the tile. It's really, that shows her experience in climbing.
I think it would have been a good decision though.
Yeah.
To latch onto the apex before you bump yourself to the towel.
Yeah. Joey looking strong on route number 4, inching her way.
Debbie.
So Joey just have to get there to the top.
Very
2 hands.
She is.
There you go. And Debbie as well. Well done.
And now with that, a minute left. All eyes on Ploy. She's a little bit of a funny climber.
Yeah.
She's a very, very friendly, funny kind of person to hang out with.
So Ploy making her way. Yup, she gets it. Really strong. She has plenty of time.
Very nicely done. Ploy from Thailand.
Well done.
Pro climber Thailand. Very, very nicely done. Because right now, anxieties on her face. As you can see, singing, getting ready for her climb. That less than a few seconds. So right now, singing on route 4. We have Farah on route 5. Farah is fighting her way up to the top 6 contenders for tomorrow.
Farah getting ready to do her problem number 5.
Singing. That's Farah.
Farah trying to figure out problem number 5.
Actually, the thing about problem number 5 is you actually jumped a little, a bit of a dino move for you, and then you just took all the bandor in.
Yeah, just have the control.
Yeah, which is very different from many of our other climbers so far. Most of them actually do a high stack.
Yeah, I wasn't flexible enough, so I had to find another way.
Yeah, you tried a few times actually.
There we go, 2 of our climbers slowly inching to the top.
It's a very, very graceful movement. Farah. So if Farah finishes this, singing. Very, very close call by singing. Uh, 2 minutes for our climbers.
There you go, Farah again on problem number 5. Still plenty of time to figure this one out, to figure out towards the end. And of course, as you can see on our screen, sponsored our sponsor, Tokyo Powder Industries, as well as Tenaya climbing shoes. So our winners for the finals that will be happening tomorrow can look forward to receiving prizes from these brands. And of course, courtesy of On-Site Climbing Gym as well as rsb.sg. And there you go.
Farah. It's a very good job by singing in the nick of time. And then there's Farah. He's moving. Oh! 10 seconds.
And that is it.
Very, very close attempts by Farah. Now we're seeing Ploy as well as Joey.
So climbers actually have 4 minutes for them to figure this problem that they are facing now. So this is the rotation format. So recently we have been doing a lot of session formats in other competitions. So Transend brought rotation format for open women qualifiers.
So you've been through session format as well as rotation format. So which is actually your favorite?
I would prefer a rotation format, definitely, than a session format. The thing about rotation format is that if once you realize your mistakes, you can correct it instantly without having to queue behind someone. Yeah. But the thing about session is that, let's say you fall at the start and you figure out what went wrong, you have to re-queue all over again, and that eats a lot of time. So even though they give you more time, like half an hour, actually that's not a lot, considering that there are 5 different problems that you need to do.
And that's exactly what Ken actually also said. Because session format, the queuing is a huge risk because when you queue, you actually waste a lot of time that you could have done on other routes. And then you're actually banking all your climbs in that attempt itself.
Yeah.
Of course, our rotation for our open women.
I think the downside of rotation is that, I mean, you can't see any other people do the problem, so you don't get to get beta from someone else, especially if you're really
inexperienced.
Yeah, and you're reading. Yeah, and if you're really stumped, you really don't know what else to do. As like how I felt for problem number 1 just now. I really don't know what to do. So right now, climbers giving it their all on the last 2 climbs for Ploy and last climb for Joey. And of course, tomorrow we will be having open man semi-finals in the morning. And at noon, we will be having our U17 Finals, followed by Novice Finals at 2 p.m., Intermediate Finals at 4 p.m., and of course, Open Finals at 6 p.m. And after that, of course, we will have a prize presentation.
That's Ploy. Very different beta from most other climbers we've seen. She managed to catch herself as she swung. That's Joey with a minute on the clock.
And there she goes. She gets...
No!
Oh no!
Jinx!
It's alright. She has 1 minute.
1
Definitely
minute.
enough time for her to figure this out.
With every attempt, she's going further and further.
Yeah.
So, let's see.
Joey once again inching closer to that tile. Let's see if she finishes it this time round. The swing was too much. Will she go again? I mean, it's her last problem. Yup, just go for it. All out on the last problem, but she does have to quicken her pace. She has 7 seconds left. I don't think it'll be enough time. And time's up. That is it for climber.
And that's the thing about rotation also, the time.
Yeah.
The time factor is very important in all our climbs.
And right now, our second last climber for the Open Women qualifications, singing. So, Transend actually started out known as Boulder Mania, and it's usually held at the NTU campus. But this time around, something new happened. Transend Boulder Mania that turned Transend has now become a promotional competition. So people who competed in the novice and intermediate as well as U17 category can now move up into categories when they either make it to the finals, and as for the case of the intermediate climbers, when they make it to the podium. And so this is the 10th year, considering the 10th year of this event. So in the 10th year they became Transend, so that's really interesting to know. And of course this event is held at 1 km. So if you're planning of what to do on a Sunday, you can come on here tomorrow, join us.
We're just right next to Paya Lebar MRT. All the food and amenities that you need with your family right here. And you know what? We have free Wi-Fi from 1 km, and what makes it better is that there are a lot of free discounts and vouchers that you can get from 1 km's website. No frills, no difficulties. Just head onto the website and you can download these vouchers.
Yeah.
Exclusively at 1 km. So gonna see you tomorrow here with us. Meanwhile, singing. Still trying to figure her way up a little.
And also at the same time, Transend is also the second league that is together in the RSB Boulder League. So it started out with Boulder Active, and now we have Transend, and it will be followed by Rockmaster. So what will happen is that the accumulated points from the U17 category as well as the open category, the top 10 climbers will receive prizes from rsb.sg, and the champion will be the RSB Boulder League champion. So it's really very exciting.
So it's adding more incentive for our climbers to outperform each other. And of course to transcend boundaries and making sure they do the best in every climb. This is the first year we are looking at Transend, and we are off to a very good start. Singing. 1 minute left. So this is a one-time good attempt. Singing. Just counting down.
So Xinjing has 20 seconds. Just trying to make this one count. 10 seconds left. I don't think that's enough.
That is it from Singing. For her climbs for today, Singing for you. Of course, joining us in her final climb is the last climber of the day, Ploy. Our last climber, saved the best for the last. We've seen her done very, very well in Route 3, 4 and 5. Excuse me, 3 and 4. So now she's on Route 5.
See me tomorrow.
And then just figuring out So this is her first attempt. She took some time to figure out the best position to place her hand on the starting. Very, very good progress.
I'm not too sure if Ploy can still make it to the top 6, because for you to get in top 6 you need to do 3 tops in less than 7 attempts. So
I think
Ploy already did 2 tops in 9 attempts. So pretty much our top 6 is actually been secured since just now.
So that is it from our climbers for the Open Women.
And this score is not finalized.
So make sure you check out the Facebook page for our finalized results after our chief route judge has finalized it.
And once again, do remember tomorrow we will be having our Open Man semi-finals at 9 AM, U17 Finals at 12, Novice Finals at 2, Intermediate Finals at 4 PM, and of course the Open Finals at 6 PM. And of course we will be bringing you the live stream, but of course
Nothing
come
beats
on
coming down to
Yes.
1 km to soak in the atmosphere of the climbing community. And we'll see you very, very soon tomorrow. Open Finals, see you there.
I enjoy coming to onsite because the routes are pretty world class. We got some world class setters over here. We got
New people setting different routes, so everything is so fresh and challenging.
We really like the routes here because they're really challenging.
I do really like the climbs here, the leading.
Yes, they are very strong climbers, but they are accepting to new climbers too. So it's a big family.
We kind of help each other get better in a way, whether it's mentally or physically.
You get to learn new stuff every day, because every day is a new experience.
Singapore being the crossroad of many culture makes this place a great place to come, train of course, but also mingle with other people.
That's where you realize that, oh, this is actually quite cool. Like, that's how friendships like build.
Climbing is actually a good community. I mean, the people here, they enjoy climbing together, spend time together. I mean, you can make friends with just a random person right now. So, it's pretty cool.
I think the moves here are like really powerful and like, or you get like these really small holes. Best feeling ever.
You feel like you're like on top of the world.
The more challenging it is, the more I want to take it on.
The adrenaline rush, it feels great and very rewarding. That you push yourself to the end, even though you can't make it, but you still push yourself.
It's very refreshing to see how enthusiastic people are about climbing.
I just love the movement, I guess. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I really love it here.
This gym has a certain kind of people, special attraction to certain group of people who are really psyched. People like this one. Unlimited power, and energy. And they really, literally, they're building the scene here, which is amazing because it's something you only get the chance to witness once.
Cool, man.
Ready?